Hi everybody. Hi everybody, it's your friend Daniel Hutchins. Back at the Hutchins Hut again, delivering you some awesomeness. Okay, so what are we doing? Well, we just rolled out of bed. I had to go number two. Yeah, numero dos. Had to take a big duke in the toilet. You know, everybody wakes up and they have to take a giant duke in the toilet and they go, yo, pa. It's like, but anyway, case in points, yeah, this week is going to be a rather interesting one. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting week this week. Mostly because everybody's trying to wrap up and, get on the dance floor and get ready to get dancing because we were on the last dance. Like, literally, like the last dance. We're like on the last stand. We're like the last stand X-Men right now. We're like the last one standing, like Skylar Grey. But cause I've been battling all my life, trying to figure my shit out. But then you realize I've been scratching to survive. I was only made to stop the fight, but I can't do anything right. Yes, I'm the last one standing. Yes, I'm the last one standing. Yeah, basically I'm like Venom. Last one standing, or like X-Men The Last Stand. I was like, I'm trying to go like, as a brother of the mutants. I'm like on the brothers of mutants, hanging out with my boy Blob. There's Blob, and then there's a Toad, and then there's a Sabretooth, and then there's Mystique. Man, there's so many great villains and rogues on the X-Men. Oh man. Well, I could go deep dive into that, but that's not what the video today is about. We're just trying to fill you in on a show from your favorite entertainer, the small time entertainer man. So I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head around Mars and say like, hmm, Mars. Every time I think of Mars, I think of the chocolate. I think of John Carter. That ill-fated movie that people just don't understand or can't comprehend or wrap their heads around. And then there was, yeah. So, yeah, if I believe in Martians, so should you. And you know why you should believe in Martians? Because they're used in a lot of pop culture references. I mean, Sesame Street, come on, they have Martians. They call the Yip Yips. Justice League, they have Martians. They have Martian Manhunter. His name is John Johns. Yeah, like in the first season of Justice League from 2000s, it's like, I'm a shapeshifter. My name is John Johns. Yeah, I don't know. That's the cool thing about alien life. You can be a shapeshifter. You know what's also a shapeshifter? Not just Martian Manhunter, but you also have a lot of other shapeshifters in the universe. I mean, you got the scrolls. You got the scrolls, and then you also got the super scroll. The super scroll is basically a scroll, but he has all the powers of the Fantastic Four. Every four powers from the members we know off the original Fantastic Four. There was the super scroll. We kind of, sort of saw him a little bit. We saw him a little bit from the series from a couple years ago with, Agent Nick Fury, and then Maria Hill got her sent off that. And then people's like, Nick Fury's like, don't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. Don't trust everybody. You can't trust everybody. Like that's not actually a little fun fact. That's not the first time he says that. He said that all the way back on Winter Soldier. He said that. Well, Winter Soldier by the Russo brothers. The reason why the Russo brothers were so good at directing film is because, come on, look at the track records. They made Captain America's. Well, they made the second one and the third Captain America. They made the second Captain America, the third Captain America, and they made the two best Avenger movies. What's going on? What are you trying to look for? Oh, I had a couple laying around, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're starting to hear that weird ringing noise, that's my sister and brother's alarm telling them it's time to get ready to get up. But yeah, anyway, that little murmur in the background. That's my sister was just going in through the bathroom door to come in. She was borrowing a pencil. I don't know, pencils. Pencils are very useful. If you don't believe me, go ask John Wick. John Wick loves pencils. John Wick. People say, "Oh, John Wick." Yeah, he has four movies. Plus, there's the spin-off from the universe of John Wick. And then there's also this other actually John Wick and two spin-off, a spin-off show and a spin-off movie. The spin-off series is called Continental, and the spin-off movie is called Ballerina, which is not what you think it is because it's kind of like called Ballerina, but she's not Ballerina because she's kind of like a sent as an assassin. So it's like, oh yeah, John Wick's ballerina is not really what it is, not ballerina. It's more like she's a sent to be an assassin, to kill people for hire. It's like, oh yeah, that's what it was. And then people's like, oh, people get their hopes down if they're like she's not dancing on her toes. That's not what the movie's about. It's a spin-off. It's like in the similar fashion, people like, oh yeah, what about the flashbacks we saw with Black Widow? Oh yeah, the flashbacks with Black Widow. Well, that was, with Scarlett Johansson. They had the flashbacks with her all the way from the movies back in the day. Where she's like, oh, she went to the Red Room. You know what the Red Room was? The Red Room was ran by a really evil dude. His name, I think, is Dracop. Yeah, Dracop. Yeah, he ran the Red Room, and yeah, that's how Natasha Romanoff went through this whole torturous process to become the Black Widow. Hence why she's like, a rogue. She's an assassin. She's a super spy. She's like very good at martial arts, and she's really good at firing with guns. Again, Black Widow also not only is she super talented in many different skills of the arts, it's like, oh, yeah, she is the devil. Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Shambaz. Exactly. Yeah, Black Widow is basically like the devil. People say, oh, yeah, well, again, in the comic books, in the comic book, we know Black Widow was a villain. In the comic books, we know. Do I smoke weed? No, I just have a really, really, really dry throat. I don't smoke weed, but I have a friend who does. I have multiple friends that do. I don't smoke weed. I just have a very deep throat. I'm like a deep throat, bro. I'm like I have a deep, I have a really deep throat. So half the time, half the time through my videos, people say I cough so much. People think I smoke weed, but I don't because I don't even smoke anything at all. I just really much of a deep throat person. Where am I from? My humble origin starts all the way on the East Coast. I started my channel like 12 years ago when I was in middle school. I started this channel all the way back in middle school, and now I'm a full ass like adult, and I've grown up. I've been from all different places. I grew up and went all over the country. I moved all over the country. I've lived in like I lived in two other states, and then I got my ass out here in Albuquerque, where I'm here to probably stay, and then hopefully I could follow my dream out here in the West. Because out here on the West Coast, you actually have more open people who are open to work with you, like, disability help and doctors and psychology and all that kind of stuff that I need that I wasn't getting when I lived on the other side of the map. You used to live in New York. Oh, what part of New York? I've been to South New York. I've been to East New York. I've been to South New York, West New York, and East New York, and I've also been on the city of New York like twice. But yeah, I've been to New York City only twice. Well, on one time by accident as we were getting home from New England, and another time with my sister to go follow some show somewhere that was up in, like, I don't know, like Radio City or something. I don't know. It's like a long time ago. But yes, I have been to New York. Oh, New York City. Oh, sweet, man. You mean the city, New York City? Like New York City, like Manhattan? Are you talking about Manhattan, or are you talking about one of the boroughs? Are you talking about New York City, like Manhattan, or are we talking about the boroughs? Uh, which boroughs? Which borough of New York City? Okay, so put a we're gonna put a poll to find out where people is. Shit. Or shit. Uh, mm, okay, guys, here we go. Okay, so yeah, you were studying with Columbia. You're studying Columbia. So yeah, I know there's a lot more boroughs of New York City, but there is a poll that I put on top of my face. Which borough of New York City? Again, um, what I meant by the question I have on the poll right here is, yeah, five borough? No. Yeah, I know there's more than five boroughs. I know because, I mean, I drove through many of them. I didn't like stop off at all of them though. I didn't stop off at like all the boroughs, but I know there are more than five boroughs. There's more like, I don't know, like seven or eight. There's more like seven or eight boroughs. But it's like, yeah, we thought there was only five boroughs, but it's more like seven or eight if you count Staten Island and I mean the other islands and like, oh yeah, it's a lot. I'm like, I'm back in. Oh, you're back with your family in Islam right now. Islam. Oh, Islamic. You're Islamic. Yo, Islamic. Yo, you're an Islamic that follows in New York City. Yo. So then people in New York City, on the poll that I have right here, it says 50% of you are from Bronx and 50% of you from Manhattan. I never went to the Bronx, but I have a bunch of friends that live up there. So I have a bunch of friends that live there. I have a friends that have visited the Bronx, but I never went to the Bronx, but I want to. I kept telling my brother-in-law and my sister, I was like, "Hey, if I ever go back to New York, I really want to go to the Bronx. I also want to go to I want to go to Queens, I want to go to Bronx, and I really want to go back to Brooklyn." Because like I stopped off like kind of through the area. I ended up getting myself some fast food. Yeah, fast food. Like as I was trying to get my way home, I was like, we kind of stopped off by New York by accident because then it's like, oh yeah, we're trying to get home from my relative that was up in New England. Yeah, that was like back in like 2017. I was kind of up there, but then again, that was, I have relatives and family out there. Like I have friends in New York, I have friends in New England, I have friends like almost everywhere across the whole Atlantic coast. It's like, yeah, Manhattan is very entertaining. As long as you don't get ran over by taxis and giant buses and you know how to navigate on the subway train. Yeah, yeah, and then people say, hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. It's like, yeah. And then people like you have the New York style pizza. They keep saying, which New York pizza is the best pizza? It's like, is it New York style? Is it New York style pizza? Is it like Brooklyn pizza? It's like, nah, sleep till Brooklyn. Nah, sleep till Brooklyn. Intergalactic, 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 intergalactic. Me and A-Ball and my team gonna go harder than Pepsi. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Intergalactic, intergalactic, yeah. That's like brass monkey, the funkin' monkey. Brass monkey, 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 that fucking monkey. It's like New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. New York, I love you, but you're bringing me down. Yeah, I'll be there for you every step of the way. I'll be there for you when the rain begins to pour. I'll be there for you. Yeah, I'll be there for you too. Yeah, people say Essential Perk a real coffee shop? I don't know. It's like, I don't know, people asking if Sesame Street is actually a real street. Yeah, kind of. Sesame Street is kind of sort of like a real street, but you know what the legend goes, if you go to Sesame Street, you just follow the words of the song. It's like the words to the song gets you to Sesame Street. Sunny days sweeping those clouds away, on my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? How to get to Sesame Street? And then Big Bird says, "Hey kids, come on." It's like Sesame Street, yeah. And do you know if you follow Big Bird to Sesame Street, you're not guaranteed to come out of Sesame Street because the dark history of Sesame Street is once you get to Sesame Street, you might not find your way out of Sesame Street because there's also been some urban legend that, again, if there's an urban legend, I believe, that once a kid goes to Sesame Street, they can never go home because, again, it's like, it's in the words of the song. If you follow Big Bird to Sesame Street, and then like the person who protects Sesame Street, the person who's like the welcome to Sesame Street, he's Oscar the Grouch. And if Oscar the Grouch doesn't want you, he goes scram. So I don't know. It's like it's kind of very suggested that it's like Sesame Street is just imaginary. But they actually do have this sense was like, oh, why don't I know how to get to Sesame Street? Well, first off, if you did go to Sesame Street and you were lucky enough to find it, your chances of leaving are very low. And then secondly, they had this whole celebration on the 50 years of Sesame Street. Well, the 50 years of celebration Sesame Street that happened during the 2020 pandemic. It's like, oh yeah, the 2020 pandemic. Yeah, they did the 50 years of Sesame Street. They did a movie of it. They did a TV special of it. It's like, oh, and then you had the sign get revealed. It's like, Now Sesame Street actually has a sign. That's an actual sign right in New York City. And then people like, oh well, it took them 50 freaking years just to be like, oh, 50 years just to unveil a sign that says Sesame Street on the bottom of a street that's already an existed street. And then people say, oh, well, what's going on with the Children Television Workshop? Well, the Children Television Workshop, eh, now the Children Television Workshop is going through a lot of change because it's like, oh, well, tax cut, tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. Yeah, that's what Warner Brothers is doing. Tax cuts. That's what Disney's doing. Tax cuts. It's like, oh, well, David Zaslav. We talk about how much of a douche he is. It's like, oh, we don't like Zaslav. He's more kind of in the reality shows. Hence is why I did the whole parody song Just That Other Day for you guys. It's like he's the nostalgic killer. He's the nostalgia killer. He wants to take all of our favorite shows of nostalgia and then try to rob us of them and just make them worse. And it's like, will they ever find out a way to repair the Warner Brothers situation? Well, that's where my ever special came in, where it's like, oh, Netflix was the one who won the bid war. Netflix was the one that won the bidding war. But whether or not it's actually going to, well, since they won the bidding war, my brother in law is always saying, oh, well, since Netflix won the bid war of Warner Brothers, and they were able to purchase the properties for $82.7 billion, people say, oh, $82.7 billion? Yes, yes. I did a whole special about that, like, I don't know, like last week. It's like, dupe. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah. Well, that's why Sesame Street is on life support right now. That's why Looney Tunes and all the other properties and all the other people that used to be on the HBO Max are they're kind of like struggling right now because hey, Warner Brothers has done mergers for as long as all of us can remember. Like, come on, you had all those mergers with Warner Brothers. You had the one in the 2000s, and then people said, "Oh, what happened to Space Ghost? Oh, the death of Space Ghost was because it was all the death of dial-up internet, and because dial-up internet was, got phased out because it got obsolete. When dial-up internet had went away, Space Ghost went away." And then people said, oh, what happened to the DC animation universe? Well, there also was a time I was like, oh yeah, you had dial-up internet, like back in like the very, very old day of the 90s and 2000s. Well, then when that went away, Space Ghost went away. And then they also had another merger that they did in the 2010s, well, more specifically the early 2010s, and then like the later part of it, it just kind of fizzled out like a fizzy lifting drink. So then it's like, oh, yeah, the partnership they had with dial-up internet with AOL, and then after that, then you'd have the whole like reset called the New 52. The New 52, yeah, DC in the New 52, during that era, we say, oh, the New 52 era, it's like, oh, some characters of that era were actually very, very terribly written. Yeah, the new 52. Yeah, the new 52 of DC is like, oh man, people don't look back too fondly at some of those days because people like, oh, it's like DC is trying too hard. It's like, oh man, I have a bunch of my books of the new 52, but right now they're in storage at my other house right now up in the East Coast. And I'm like, I'm not in any hurry to get them right now because we all know how bad the new 52 was. And then after new 52, then it's like, oh, well, we had new 52, and then we had Future State, and then we had, Future's End. which I mean was kind of weird. And then you had brightest day, blackest night. See, I can't even talk right now. I was like brightest day, blackest night. And I had the brightest day, blackest night with all the lanterns. It's like, oh, it's not just Green Lantern anymore. There's every lantern of every damn color of the damn rainbow. Of every lantern from every damn color of the damn rainbow. It's like, oh yeah, it's like you this like, oh that's brightest day, blackest night. And it's like, oh yeah. People said there's even a white lantern, a black lantern. Then you have every single color of lantern from the goddamn damn ass rainbow. It's like, oh, but hey, I also well actually, you know what my favorite lantern after the green lantern is? I bet you guys can never guess. My second favorite lantern corps after the green is what the one lantern you would least expect. My other favorite lantern corps is the blue. You know why I like the blue lanterns? Because the blue lanterns are actually kind of cool. Because, again, it's like, why does the blue lanterns not get enough respect? Well, mostly because they're down to earth, they're very cool, they're very calm, they're very collective, really self reserved. I mean, I love the blue lanterns. And then also we know Hal Jordan, his girl we saw in the movie, she is the purple lanterns. Yeah, some say purple, some say indigo. It doesn't matter, it's the same damn thing. It's like purple, indigo, violet. Who the fuck cares? It's all the same color, so what the fuck? And then we already know Sinestro, he's the yellow. And then there's the red lanterns. Oh my god, the red lanterns are insane. The red lanterns are really insane. The orange lanterns, yeah, those are insane. Well, yeah. Well, half the colors are evil and half the colors are good. And then I think the purple lanterns or the indigo or violet or however the hell you say them. It's like, oh yeah, well, the girlfriend we saw from Ferris Aircraft, yeah, the girlfriend that Hal Jordan had from that ill-fated movie from 2011, yeah, she ended up becoming one of those purple lanterns. It's like purple lantern, yeah, indigo, purple, violet. I don't even care anymore how you say it, because it's all the same damn gang ass cover. So that's the same damn gang ass cover. So it's like, oh, okay, so she's just Star Sapphire. And yeah, she appeared in animation like a few times recently. But then oh yeah, do you know what's also kind of weird? Another villain that James Gunn has recently came out with again was like, oh yeah, there's this whole villain that they don't have in the live action Wonder Woman, but they have in the cartoon. Her name is Circes. Circes, yeah, it's not spelled with an S, it's spelled with a C. Circes. Circes. See, I can spell. That's one of my things that me and my brothers are good at doing, spelling. So yeah, I don't know. So then it's like Circes. Yeah, she was kind of introduced in the and kind of like the whole idea, the narrative of creature commandos. Yeah, Task Force M. Task Force M. Yeah, Task Force M. Task Force Monsters. That's what the M stands for. Task Force Monsters. And then people said, oh yeah, what about Suicide Squad 1 and Suicide Squad 2? Well, that's the really interesting thing you asked because Suicide Squad 1, that was did by David Ayers. And that only had like one hit wonder band that only made like, I don't know, a couple songs. You only had like you only had like 3 or 4 songs from a band we love to call the 21 Pilots. It's like, why do you only have 3 or 4 songs? I mean, I don't know. Most of their career happened in the time of the writing of that movie. That's when 21 Pilots were 21 Pilots. It's basically two brothers, and they have a band. It's called the 21 Pilots. One of them, well, one of them does drums, and one of them does lead singer. So it's like, oh, 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 I'm following 'cause I'm taking my time on my right. I'm following 'cause I'm taking my time on my right. I taking my time on my right. I. And then there's also the one that's like, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Ask them where the fuck you wanna go. Don't make any sudden moves. I already have got enough abuse. Yeah, that's kind of like that. They were actually did a music video where they were actually in the prison, in prison garb, and they were like, you know, all the other cellmates and all the prisoners were dancing. Just like, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Ask them if you really wanna know. It's like, don't make any sudden moves. You can't handle the abuse. You don't deal with outsiders really well. They say that newcomers have a certain smell. It's like, okay, sure. And then it's like, then I also have that other one they had. It's like, oh. Then one of their final hits they did was stressed out. I'm like, stressed out? Why are you stressed out, man? I'm stressed out a lot of times, but hey, 21 Pilots, the two brothers that made 21 Pilots, it's like, is like, I don't know, and then they kind of like fizzled out like a fizzle Lipton drink. Like, again, like I said before, like a fizzy Lipton drink. Like, you have like 3 or 4 good songs, and then after that, you don't hear them on the radio anymore. It's like, whatever happened to them? Oh, yeah. It's the same reason we don't listen to Fall Out Boy or his one song like Centuries or his one song like we haven't heard Imagine Dragons on the radio in a long time. I mean, we don't like hear like Whatever It Takes or like the song These Are My Demons. These are my demons. It's like you don't even hear those groups on the radio anymore. It's like every time you turn on the radio, it's always like Sabrina Carpenter or Miley Cyrus or all those other dumbasses. Or you see Taylor Swift playing her new Eras tour album on the radio every single goddamn day as you're taking your ass to work. I'm like, cause I'm gonna work, cause baby gonna work. It's like, come on. We don't like work. We hate it. It's a very mundane part of life. We hate work. We hate working. I mean, the only reason people sing about work is because, again, go ask Donna Summer. She's like, I work hard for the money. Yes, I worked hard for the money. I work hard for the money, so you gotta treat me right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody's gonna feel alright. No, no, we're not alright. Cause we're not alright. Cause we're not alright. Cause we're not alright. Hello, Wisconsin. It's like, cause we're not alright. Cause we're not alright. Hello, Wisconsin. It's like, come on, people. What the hell are people doing with their time? They're not listening to music or making parody music or writing parody stories or par- parodies like my one friend I know from back in the day that I was like, oh yeah, I went to go see Weird Al. You went to go see Weird Al? I'm like, man, I wish I can go and see Weird Al. I have like a dozen people I know out here already that said, oh yeah, I got to see Weird Al on tour last summer. I was like, yeah, I wish I could go to Weird Al. Mostly because there's a couple handful of songs I really like by him. It's like, oh, well, it goes all the way from his first song, My Bologna, Never One Rides the Bus, and then after that, it's like, oh, kind of near like the second part of it. It's like when you think everything is over, but it's not, because then he puts on a Jedi outfit, and then he picks up a guitar, and his brother also does the same. Then you have a bunch of Star Wars girls. Like you got like a Ray, you got a Ray Skywalker, you have another Ray Skywalker, you got a Princess Leia, and it's like, and hey, maybe you might even throw a Padme Amidala in there. I don't know. And then you'd have Darth Vader, and then you have a couple stormtroopers. Yes, stormtrooper, snowtrooper, stormtrooper, snowtrooper. They don't ever have any scout troopers on there though. I haven't ever seen a live of Weird Al where you had the scout trooper. I love the scout trooper. Those are the ones that rid those speeder bikes as they crashed into the trees. Yeah, I love those ones. I was like, ah, and they crash into the trees, and then like the Ewoks, they're like, it's like yeah, it's like God. It's like you live back in the day in 1983, and you're like, oh, well, the Empire is gonna get destroyed by space teddy bears. Yeah, space teddy bears. Yeah, they're Ewoks. They're like, and they bow down to 3PO because he's gold. It's like 3PO is a god because he's gold. He's gold plated. You know why C3PO is gold plated? Again, because Shmi Skywalker, the mom back in 1999, she got tired of waiting for her boy to come home, so she just said, fuck it, I'm going to finish building it. And that's how we got 3PO. People like, it's like, I'm going to come back for your mom. No, you didn't. Because then you had your mom had to finish up your project for you, you dumbass. So, hey, Shmi got so tired and got so bored. They say, I'm getting really bored. I don't know if my son is ever going to come back from Coruscant. So fuck it. I'm just going to build the rest of 3PO. And she did. And then when an Attack of the Clones happened, like, there was that really heartbreaking scene where, like, it's like, I hate sand. It's coarse. It's rough. I hate it. It's like every time I go back there, I get a memory of my mom. Yeah, of course, Skywalker. Of course you did. And then you and Padme were like, oh, then you did have that one scene that was very, very famous. It's like, oh yeah, why does it feel like every time you go to Naboo, it's like in Naboo, the planet Naboo, why does it always feel like Feed Palace, Feed Palace, like the castle of Queen Amidala on Naboo? Why does it look like it's like, oh yeah, well that's right, it was filmed in Italy. It's filmed in Italy. In the book of the location film spots we know from George Lucas himself. He has confirmed to all his fans that we know back in the day. It's like, oh, Naboo is basically Italy. Naboo is Italy. Well, I don't know about the Gungan part though, because it's like the Battle of Naboo. It's Gungans and droids, Gungan and droids, Gungans and droids. It's like, oh, the battle droids, yeah. And then the yellow one with the yellow on the head going, Roger, Roger. And then we saw the red ones in the next one on Revenge of the Sith, but there were not too many of them. There you don't see too many red battle droids, but you saw a lot of the regular ass ones, and then you saw a bunch of the yellow ones. It's like Roger, Roger, and they have the little walkie talkies. We saw like there's like walkie talkies and the little antenna on the head going Roger, Roger. Ah! It's like, you stupid Jedi scum. Yeah, yeah, right back at you, dumbass. And then they cut through them. It's like, poof, poof, poof. And then Master Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are trying to plow through them. And then it's like, oh. And then there's like Darth Maul. He comes on a land speeder and he's like trying to chase after Qui-Gon Jinn. And then he's like, quick, protect the boy. Protect the boy. Yes, that's what I said. Protect the boy. And then Obi-Wan's like, yes, my master. And then he protects him as he tries to go after Darth Maul, but he went a little too hard on himself. And then it carried him into the one famous fight we know from the really end. That's like, oh, well. And then it's like, oh, shit. You have to go through like all these like elaborate force fields. I'm like, you'd have to go force field, you walk through it, force field, you walk through it, force field, you walk through it. It's like a door upon a door upon a door upon a door and then a door that has a force field, but you have to deactivate it just to get to the other side. And when you did, then you realize it was already too late because Qui-Gon already got stabbed in the stomach, right in the middle of the middle of his goddamn stomach. It's like, yeah, and then you have the like, and then you have like the very, 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 very intense music every time. Is like every time Darth Maul just goes right through the middle of Qui-Gon's ab. It's like, and then you have like the music gets really, really deep and intense, and then it's like, you know, that's the orchestration of Star Wars right there. It's like, no, 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 no. And then the music gets really, 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 really weird and really deep, and it's like, and then it's like, and then like Obi-Wan is hanging on the edge of the hole, trying to keep himself up, and then Darth Maul was such a dick, he kicked his lightsaber into the hole, and then Obi-Wan had to use the Force to grab his master's lightsaber blade and then cut Darth Maul in half, and it's like, okay. And then legend has it that Darth Maul had built himself new legs and he became a spider in the Clone Wars, made by Dave Filoni. It's like, oh yeah, Darth Maul somehow survived, and then he went to Clone Wars, and then Darth Maul became Spider Darth Maul. It's like, oh my gosh. And then you have the spider droids and all the other droids from, you know, the Clone Wars itself. It's like, oh yeah. And then also fast forward a little bit to the Ahsoka flashback when she turns her back, and I'm like, that voice is very familiar. And she turns her back, it's like, Master? Yeah, it's me. And it's like, Master, what are you doing here? And it's like, what do you think I'm here for? I'm here for you, Snips. Yeah, because it's like, you know, Skywalker always calls Ahsoka Snips. And then Snips always calls Skywalker, she calls him Sky Guy. Again, it's like, keep your eyes on the battlefield, Snips. Right back at you, Sky Guy. Again, and it's like, I have one lesson you haven't learned yet. And then like the whole transformation, like the whole evil Anakin scene was just so fucking good. Like it's like you saw like, oh yeah, it's like master versus apprentice, because Ahsoka used to be the apprentice to Anakin until like then he became evil and became Darth Vader. It's like, oh yeah, you only have one lesson left, Snip. You have one lesson left. You don't do it, you're gonna fail. And then it's like, oh, well then it sets her back in time. It takes her back in time while she was, you know, played by a kid who played the younger version of her, Ariana Greenblatt. Ariana Greenblatt coming back again because Ariana Greenblatt is freaking awesome. She plays all the child flashback characters from the Guardians of the Galaxy. She played Child Gamora, and she played Child Ahsoka. But then there was another girl who also was a child actress who played the child of Princess Leia. And then it was like, you know, that's a different girl doing that one. But again, child actresses, yeah, girls playing, you know, roles that were famously held by famous people. It's like, oh yeah, and then we know it's like in the Ahsoka first season there were two Ahsokas. Yeah, there's Ariana Greenblatt. She was the one who did the younger version, and then there was the main one that was played by Rosario Dawson. Rosario Dawson, yeah, she ain't no stranger to the comic universe. She is no stranger. Rosario Dawson is so famous. Again, she was in a few projects in the Kevin Smith. I mean, she was in Kevin Smith stuff for a little bit. She was in Star Wars, and she was also in shit. It was on the top of my tongue. Yeah, she played Batgirl on Lego Batman. Yeah, she's Batgirl on Lego Batman in the games and in the movie. She's a voice actor who did the Batgirl from Lego Batman. Yeah, it's like, and then Bruce Wayne's like Bruce Wayne just like kind of loses himself. He's like, and then as like Barbara Gordon's like about to like introduce herself to the rest of the party, the Winter Gala at Gotham City. It's like, and then meanwhile, they had this whole entire scene with a cutting crew, which is one of my favorite scenes of the whole entire movie. It's like, and so I'm going to accept this award, and I'm going to become the new person in charge of the police department of Gotham City, and hit it. Uh, I just died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you say. Yeah, I just died in your arms tonight. And it's like you just get like the big giant eyes and the big giant smile on Bruce Wayne's face, and he's like, and then meanwhile there's Dick Grayson, who didn't even look like the Dick Grayson we know because it's they had to add some glasses and make him look Spanish, I guess. It's like, oh yeah, if Batgirl is played by Spanish and kind of looks Spanish, then so did Dick Grayson. So it's like, oh, Lego Batman is like, oh yeah, we have a Spanish kind of idea. Like it's like, oh, Spanish idea in the Lego Batman universe. Hey, I'm no stranger to the Spanish. I love the Spanish. I live in the world of the Spanish right now. But I was like, yeah, I love the Spanish territory. The Spanish people are so excellent. People said, oh yeah, Spanish is always better than English. But then it's like, do I know any Spanish? Well, very little of it. I only know a really little bit of it. But again, it's all just basic ass Spanish. Like, I only know basic ass Spanish. Like, I don't really speak full fluent sentences and conversations of Spanish, but I have a bunch of friends who can. I just can't. But again, it's like I like to watch movies in Spanish. I love to listen to music in Spanish, but I don't talk Spanish. I was like, I took Spanish 1 all the way back in freshman year, and then I was like, oh, freshman year I took Spanish 1, and then I almost failed it, but then I got the passing grade of the 75 I needed, and boom. Then it's like, that's how bad I am with Spanish. So it's again, I made a whole parody ripoff last summer. Last summer, I made a parody ripoff of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I made a very, very bad ripoff of it called Mr. Pablo Neighborhood. Yeah, it's a very bad parody. It's like I don't look back at that parody that I made rather that fondly because I had more successful shows I made and parodies I made on Hutchins Hut Productions. Now this was like last summer I made those. Like I made in last summer I made the Mr. Pablo Neighborhood, which is a very, very bad parody of Mr. Rogers. Which is like, oh yeah, I got like a photo of a cartoon clip art of a Mexican dude, and he's wearing a giant yellow sombrero, and he had like one of those red and those multicolored rainbow Cinco de Mayo kind of like ponchos and stuff. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it was just a terrible project I made. And then I made some other projects back last summer. I did Knockout Jesus. If you haven't seen Knockout Jesus, that's really good. I have like 4 or 5 of those. I did Knockout Jesus. That's a really popular one. A lot of people on my other channel, my Hutchins Hut Productions, people say, hey, you should bring back Knockout Jesus. You know why Knockout Jesus was more successful than Mr. Pablo? Because Knockout Jesus is basically like Jesus, but he's got the boxing glove on, and I try to commentate the whole entire thing. It's really fun. It's a fun time. So I got Mr. Pablo's Neighborhood. Yeah, those are kind of terrible. And then I had Knockout Jesus. Those are really good. I commentate those. And then I have another parody I made back last summer, which is oh yeah, I made John Cena Bus Driver Adventures. Oh, that's fun. And then every time the kids misbehave, I'm like, if you guys stop, if you guys don't quit horsing around back there, I'm gonna get off my chair and I'm gonna go back there and I'm gonna whip you until you get sober. You know where I got that from? I got that all the way back at Dusty Fletcher. I stole that off of Dusty Fletcher. I was like, I stole that line from Dusty Fletcher. Don't tell him, but oh yeah, he's extremely dead. But yeah, I stole that. I stole that line and I used it in the show, and people fucking crack up in laughter about it. I'm like, if you don't do, if you don't do exactly what your teacher says, and you are horsing around back there and screwing around back there, I'm gonna get off my seat, go back there, and whip you until you go sober. Whip you until you get sober. If you don't sit down and keep your hands in to yourself, and you keep your hands off of Jenny, then I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna whip you until you get sober. Whip who? You're not whipping anyone. I'm gonna whip you until you get sober. Whip. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't know. People said, oh yeah. People said like, oh, whip whom until you get sober. Your son, if he misbehaves on the bus, I'm gonna get up off my chair and go back there and whip him until he gets sober. No, that's I stole that off Dusty Fletcher. I was like, open the door, Richard. I kept thinking I'm gonna make a reboot of it. It was like, oh, I tried to make a reboot. I tried to make a reboot or a recreation. I did a recreation video where I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to recreate my own adaptation of Open the Door, Richard. But it didn't really hit off the way that it did, or it did not hit off the way I thought it was. So I'm gonna have to, well, over the holiday or over the winter time, I'm gonna have to go make another one of open the door, Richard. Open the door, Richard. Hey, Richard, open the door. Open the door, Richard. Open the door and let him in. Richard, it's freaking cold out here. Open the door, Richard. I'm gonna have to make a new open door, Richard. That's actually one of my next projects I'm working on with my friend over at Hutchins Hut Productions. Me and my friends at Hutchins Hut Productions. We're gonna make a brand new collaboration project in the next couple of months. I'm probably gonna do it in January or February because legend has it, Dusty Fletcher, the guy who did Open the Door, Richard, it's like, oh yeah, I kept saying, oh, Black History Month, Black History Month, Black History Month, where you celebrate all the famous Black History characters. It's like, oh yeah. I also had a really awesome special video that I had on my mom's channel. I had a special video I made this year for my mom. It's like, oh yeah, well last holiday season I made a video for my mom. Yeah, my mom, she goes by several names because she keeps not settling down with one dude. She hangs out and settles up with more dudes. I was like, oh yeah, my mom has been married 3 times. It's like, dude, it's like my mom's been married 3 times, and like if you try looking her up, you go all the way down to the bottom of my page, and you go all the way to the right. That's my mom's channel. It's Tracy Sudriff. Why does she not have the same last name as me? Well, I just told you she got married multiple times because she can't even figure out what the hell she's doing with herself half the time. But hey, well that's okay. Does that bother me none? No, sir. No, ma'am.
But hey, if you want to go watch that special video I made of Barack Obama, go over and watch it over on my mom's channel. I made a Barack Obama special on my mom's YouTube channel. It's like the one video on her channel that actually gets hits. And I was the one that made it. It's like I believe in the Democrats. I believe the Democrats are going to bring America back from the destruction that's done by President Orange. Yeah, I learned what the truth was. The grand old bastard party. The grand old bastard party that, again, my stupid convict brother and redneck wannabe brother up on the East Coast are like, oh, well, they are Trumpers. They're Trumper dumpers. And I'm not. Well, then, it's like, yeah, Trumper dumpers. You gotta love those Trumper dumpers. They take a dump while they play the trumpet. They're like, you're gonna take a dump on the toilet, John, and then you're gonna John in your bathroom or your bathroom at your sister's house and like, oh, you're gonna take a giant dump and you're gonna play the trumpet. Or better yet, you could do it with a trombone. You can do it with a tuba. Now that would be funny. I would love if somebody posted a video on that. I can't do that though because I can't play any of those instruments. But hey, maybe. I don't know. No, that wouldn't work either. I have a friend who's in marching band. I have a friend I have right now in college who's in the marching band. He plays the tuba, but I kept saying, "Hey, if if I try to ask him to do that, he's not going to do it. I'm just going to ask my friend to pull down his pants, take a dump, take a giant stinky ass dump, and play the tuba like, like I don't think my friend would do that. First off, and then second off, my friend would think I'm weird. So I'm not going to ask him to do something if he's uncomfortable with it. So I don't know. If I do see him on campus, the worst that can happen is I could ask him and then he just says no. But then it's like, well then as long as he just says no, I just accept it and I'm like, okay. Well, it was just a thought. It's just a thought. I'm like, hey Daniel. Yeah, I have another friend named Daniel. Well, I actually have two friends named Daniel. I was at another friend named Daniel. I went to a Daniel's birthday party, not the Daniel I know from school, but there's another Daniel I know in Albuquerque. Yeah, out here in Albuquerque and in the Southwest, supposedly there's a lot of people named Daniel. I'm not the only Daniel. I'm like, yo, out here in the West Coast and the Southwest, there are more people that have my name. They have my name. They know my name. Chances are you probably have a brother from another mother who probably has a brother that has the same name as yours. Well, because that's why I fit in. That is why I fit in so well out here with my people I have out here in the Quirky. I found my people out here in the Quirky. Like, yeah, why do I call it the Quirky and I don't say Albuquerque? Well, because well, every time I try to write it down on a piece of paper, people misspell it all the time. People throw in an extra U or a couple E's or a couple U's or a couple, I don't know. Some people spell it wrong. People spell it wrong all the time. There are people that live there the whole time damn life. There are people who live here the whole damn life. And people can't spell it. If you live here and you grew up here and then you're like, oh, well, if you can't spell it, that's okay. That's why you have Google Spell Checker. It's like Google Spell Checker or Microsoft Office or Word Office or Office Outlook or like, oh, you're gonna ask somebody like, how is the right way you spell Albuquerque? And it's like you go ask somebody like A L B Quirky or just like
And then I also have this one joke that I made with my friend at school. I'm like, Al, like Alba, like Jessica Alba, Invisible Woman, Alba, Jessica Alba, Quirky, or Al, like Weird Al, like Bubba, quirky, like strange, like weird. And then it's like, I don't know, it's like, like I said, from time and time again, people say Albuquerque, albatross, the bird, Alba, Jessica Alba, the very very hot actress who played Invisible Woman. Yeah, Jessica Alba, Invisible Woman, Al, Weird Al, but quirky, strange, quirky. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Now I did not say the joke the same way I did the first time I said it, but hey, at least everybody at school knows what I meant. So it's like it's no joke that's a stranger to anybody here because again, that's how you pronounce Albuquerque. It's like 4 syllables. Albuquerque. I don't know if it's 4 syllables or 5 syllables. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No. Doesn't matter. No. Again, that's the second time I had to take a dump. The second time I had to take a dump. Whoop. Second time I had to take a dump. Well, I think my sister went to go to work. Because, she popped in, she took my pencil, and then she got out, and then she's like, oh, well, I'm going to work. I'm like, I'm going to work. Yeah. Well, oh boy. Now I gotta find myself some clothes. If I can find myself some clothes. I do have clothes, I'm just too lazy. I'm like, I gotta put them on. I gotta put some clothes on so then that way you don't see me in my underwear. Well, you guys have seen me in my underwear before, so it's like, again, because this is a channel. This is a channel that's not made for kids. Not for kids. So if you have a kid who watches my channel, tell them that they're not supposed to, and that they're tell them that Daniel sent for you, and tell them it's like, hey, get off of the channel and do something with your time. Like, I don't know, maybe like work on your homework for your teacher. Or oh, speaking of homework for my teacher, my brother is always on my case about that. I'm like, hey, why am I making YouTube videos instead of working on my English paper? Well, you see, that's the same reason. There's no fucking toilet paper? What the fuck? What in the Johnny Blazes fuck is... No. That is the worst way of waking up. You wake up and you realize, oh, I was just about to put some pants on because it's fucking freezing outside. Then I try to oh shit. Then I'm like, where the fuck is the toilet paper? Oh yeah, that's right. My sister used the last of the toilet paper and she didn't fucking change it. What the fuck? I don't know. Is there any toilet paper? Nope. Is there any kind of paper? No. What the fuck? There's no toilet paper. Well, I'm gonna get creative. What the fuck? I have to get creative. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to get creative. Cause I don't wanna go to school and then people say, hey, yeah, why's your butt smell? Well, I don't know. Maybe because my fucking sister didn't fucking change the toilet paper.
Ah, fuck. Now, I need to fucking get some fucking toilet paper. Fuck. Go into the other bathroom and take some toilet paper because our bathroom don't have enough toilet paper. All the toilet paper is in the bathroom that you don't use most often. The bathroom that you don't use the most often has the toilet paper. But then the bathroom you are using the most often doesn't have toilet paper. I'm like, what the Johnny hell is happening now? It's like, no, man. I'm all the ball. By the way, I'm over an hour on the live show right now. So, hey, like I said, hey, at least you get to spend an hour of your morning waking up with your favorite boy, Daniel Hutchins, here giving you another special show here on the Hutchins Hut. We are a small channel doing big things. Yeah, we are a small channel doing big things. Because you know what? Because at the end of the goddamn day, you realize when you're feeling kind of extra horny and gay and you want to just go somewhere to have some playtime, you come over to the Hutchins Hut. And yeah, I am actually very much well known as a small-time entertainment man. Hey, I'm a small-time entertainment man, and my name is Dan, and I'm laying down all the plans like I'm freaking Superman laying out the plans like Kingdom Come. When I take your ass to Kingdom Come, give yourself a little bit of rum I stole from Jack Sparrow. Well, I go with his pants like I have a flash arrow. Every time you wake up and you feel ejaculated, then you feel like, oh, well, shit. Then your fucking girlfriend's all constipated. It's like, you wake up and your dick is all ejaculated, and you realize your girlfriend or your wife or your significant other from another. It's like, oh, yeah, well, she constipated, she bloated, she drank milk at like midnight, and it's like, oh, no. No. Well, I don't know. But I don't know what my mama told me. I don't know what my father told me, 'cause they're a bunch of stupid facts. So anyway, you know what IG88's favorite order on In-N-Out Burger is? You take IG88 on a trip to In-N-Out Burger. You go take the bounty hunters out for lunch. Hey, Jabba the Hutt, who I'm named after. I'm named after Jabba the Hutt. Hence, that means I'm 50% gangster. I'm 50% gangster. You know why I'm 50% gangster? It's the same reason why I have a double chin. I do have a double chin, by the way. If I shave my beard off, I'd have a double chin. I do. I have like a nutsack chin. I'm like, I got a nuts for a chin. I got a nuts in a chin. I got a ball sack, nutsack, ball sack, double chin. I was like, oh. So the 50% of me that is gangster and the 50% of me that is mad. Like the Mad Titan. That is the nickname of Thanos. He's the Mad Titan. You know why? Because he's the only one who actually grew up on a moon called Titan. Funny thing is, Titan is actually a moon on Jupiter. We're gonna go to college to get more knowledge. Take your girl to Jupiter to get more stupider. People like to do that all the time back when I was back in the Y2K era. We like to make fun of each other. Say, I was like, guys go to college to get more knowledge. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. And then the girls try to slap us back and like, girls go to college to get more knowledge. Boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Like, it's like, we know that. We all know that because that's what we did
back in the Y2K. Y2K? Yeah. Well, I am a kid from Y2K. Hence, it's like, that is the best time with the best cartoons, the best Disney Channel. The best Disney Channel was Y2K. The best Nickelodeon, Y2K. The best everything, Y2K. The best rock and roll, Y2K. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Because I went on, cause when I went on my ride, bitch, I'm gonna go in my sights. But then I realized I still feel like I'm dating my slut because I'm taking her on that other side. Taking her to the other side. I woke up and forgot my cup. So then I have to go buy some coffee up. So then I could wake my fucking butt up. So that I could take you on that other side. Take you on. I'm gonna take you on. How long does it fly to separate myself? Because I always wanted to fuck a girl. I always wanted to take her on a whirl. Maybe I will go take a swirl and I'm gonna kick her up the other side. Take her on. I said, take on me, take on me, take you on, take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. Wake me up before you go, before I go fucking solo. Wake me up before you go. I'm gonna fucking take a dance you tonight. I'm never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. I'm gonna ride around her. There's you. I'm gonna never give you up. I'm gonna never let you down. I'm never gonna rob around or desert you. Fuck you. Give me rice. Fuck you. Give me rice. Red beans and rice don't hit ya unless you're gonna miss her. I like big butts and I cannot lie. Those other bros can't deny. When a girl comes in with an itty bitty waist and then she got a trunk is that sprung. You go up and retrieve her. Cause I'm gonna go get a golden retriever. Oh shit, my neighbor has a golden retriever. I said, ladies, yeah. Do you wanna drive Mercedes? Yeah. Cause I know a girl who has a friend named Mercedes. Cause don't ever let anybody say don't lose that butt. Baby got back. Baby got back. Fellas, yeah. You wanna go get jealous? Yeah. Because let me tell you, fucking brother, your baby got back. Baby got back. Baby got babes. Baby got baby back babes. Baby back babes. Baby back ribs. Hey! I kissed the rains down in Africa. I saw 100 girls I always wanted to fuck. I kissed those rains down in Africa because I saw the rains and they were pouring harder than my car. Yo, I'm doing good. How are you, Zenit? How you doing, man? How you doing? We're doing the wake up show right now on the Hutchins Hut Originals. Yeah, I just had to slip on a winter shirt with another winter shirt under that winter shirt. Had to put on my black slacks. And oh, I forgot. I need to start packing my stuff up. Oh yeah.
I like, I'm going to take it grandpa style. I'm going to take it grandpa style. Can I ask my grandpa if I can have his hand-me-down? Sure, grandson. I don't give a fuck. As long as you love him, I don't give a help. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying. Because I'm just saying. Yeah, I gotta go to school. That's where I gotta go. I'm procrastinating. I'm procrastinating. I need to go to school. Yeah, I gotta go to school. I need to, I need to go to college. You know, finals. Finals. You know, I got finals today, isn't it? I got finals. Yeah. Yeah, I got, this week is finals. You know, finals, you know. Some of us go to school and we're like, oh, finals? Yeah, finals. But, hey, like I said, finals, you gotta have finals. And like I said, I don't know, man. I kept saying, oh, yeah, well, yeah, also, I gotta go to school. I gotta finish up my finals for English, catch up all my stuff for intro to psych. Well, oh, yeah, intro to psych. Oh, yeah. Intro to psychology, intro to psych. Why am I taking intro to psych if I'm an art major? Well, I don't know. It's the same reason why people are like, oh, well, I have to have a science credit. So one of the requirements for my 4-year degree, a bachelor degree of the art, is I have to take a human sciences class. But little did you guys know, I actually got a lot of help from my family with my homework because it's like, oh yeah, having some help with science class. It's like, oh yeah, well, you know, I don't know, the quizzes for science class are really hard. Well then I don't know. Science is like my second favorite subject to English. You know why? Because it's like, I don't know, it's like, well, as soon as you throw math into the equation, it's no longer fun. It's like you throw math on top of anything. Once you take a school subject and it includes something with numbers or equations or algebra or anything like that, anytime you're trying to make a calculation of anything or anybody or any object or anybody or any person or anything at all, once you throw a number or an equation into anything in life, then it's like, oh shit, now I realize, oh, well, I'm literally just a child who is actually trapped in a man's body. Like my brothers always like the joke. I'm like, hey, am I really a grown up? Yes and no. I'm a kid at heart, but in reality I'm a grown up. So I don't know. I'm kind of stuck between both child and adult. So I'm kind of like between. So like sometimes I like lean more toward child or sometimes I go more toward adult. Well, I'm not adult Daniel all the time. I'm only adult Daniel part of the time. So then it's like, oh yeah, I'm like, it's like the left party, right party. What's that? Well, left party would mean adult Daniel, and well, left party is the left party, the Democrat Party, that would be the grown-up Daniel, and right Daniel would be child Daniel. Mostly because I don't know. I love to illustrate things. I love to write things. I like to make things. So it makes a lot of sense in that weird philosophical example, philosopher's example. Hey, I was, little fun fact. I was the one that actually helped. I was actually one of the people that actually was in Dumbledore's army. I was one of the extras. I was one of the extras on Dumbledore's army back during the Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix? Yeah, don't you mean Order of the Phoenix? Yes. It's like, oh yeah, well, if my teacher, back in Order of the Phoenix, I'm like, oh yeah, I know Harry Potter personally. I've met him before. Actually, it's kind of a weird story though because I kind of ran into him by accident. I'm like, hey,
yeah, yeah, you're Daniel Radcliffe, right? I'm like, yeah. And I actually saw Daniel Radcliffe by accident. Same reason why I saw Spider Man on accident. Same reason you see me with Mandalorian. I saw him by accident. I'm like, hey, I saw Spider Man up in Times Square back in 2017. I saw Mandalorian this year in 2025. I met Harry Potter. I met people. Well, come on, I know people. I'm like, I know a bunch of people. I'm like, yeah, I know Harry Potter. Yeah, I know Spider Man. Yeah, I know Batman. Sure, I know Mandalorian. I mean, I know people. You know, I do. I know people. I'm not trying to brag. I actually know them. I know them. I spent my whole entire life researching them, studying them. Just like when the guy off of the one dude off of Lilo and Stitch. It's like I'm gonna do an experiment, and with these experiments, I don't care which way they go. If they go forwards, backwards, upside down, or upside down, like they don't all dimmy dim with you go, hey, I'm gonna flip you upside down like a hash brown. Throw on a couple of slabs of bacon. Oh, yeah. There's one thing that out here in New Mexico we don't have, which I'm a little. There's one thing out here in New Mexico that we don't have that I really miss. Scrapple. One thing that I miss, one thing I do miss about the East Coast is Scrapple. Because Scrapple is fucking good. Scrapple is one thing I miss about Pennsylvania. People say, hey, what do you miss about Pennsylvania? Well, not my family. I miss the food. I mean, I miss the history. I miss all, the places I used to go to during the summer. But hey, look on the bright side. At least I'm out here. It's like, well, if Pennsylvania has Heinz Sweet Relish, well, out here, well, Pennsylvania has Heinz Sweet Relish, which is why Pittsburgh Steelers has Heinz Field. It's like Heinz Field, yeah, Heinz Field. It's like, oh yeah, Heinz Field, yeah, Heinz Field. I actually had a few friends that have went to Heinz Field. I have a bunch of buddies from high school. There's all these friends I talked to from high school. The few friends I really know from high school. Like I have friends in high school that went to Heinz Field. I've even had some that went all the way up to the first Capitol Stadium, or like Philadelphia, or down at M&T Bank Stadium or MetLife Stadium, or all those little stadiums out there. But yeah, I don't know, man. All I'm just saying is, if I've seen people, I've met people, I know people. I mean, I'm a social butterfly. Goddamn, god dang, I am a socializer. I'm a socializer. I'm an extrovert. I'm an extrovert. I'm an extroverted person. I love talking and socializing. I love, you know, uh, giving a little bit of extra flavor. I'm like, hey, where's Daniel at? We can't start the party without Daniel. Oh, he'll get here. I walk in 14 minutes late. I say, I was hanging out with my boy Tom Sawyer and Huck Finn back in 1875. 1875? Yeah. I was back, I was like, come on, read it. What? Read what? What am I reading? Oh, read this if you want a job. Job? I'm not looking for a job right now, Zenit. I'm not looking for a job right now. Thank you, moderators. Thank you. Thank you, mods. Thank you. Oh, thank you, moderator. Thank you. All my moderators who handle me on the Hutchins Hut Originals. Thank you. Also tell Mad Mod that he owes me a... Tell Mad Mod from the Teen Titans. Tell him that he owes me a box of English breakfast. So you want a job because you read it? Yeah, well, I'm in school right now, bro. I'm in school. I'm trying to get an education. I'm trying to get more education so then I get education, and then with that education, then I'll get a job. Because right now I don't have enough. I don't even have enough education to get a job right now. There's not enough. There's not enough on the resume to get a job right now. I don't know if you know me that well, Zenit, because again, since you're kind of new around here, but yeah, but a friend of mine who's 17 has a job. Yeah. Well, I also know some friends that are 16 that have a job. I know a bunch of people back home, back on the East Coast. They're like, oh, I know friends that have little brothers and little sisters who are 16 who have a job. And you say 17 with a job? Yeah, that's like, that was like a lifetime ago for me because, again, hey, do I look back at 17 fondly? Nope, I don't. No, I don't. Because when I was 17 years old, I ran away from home thinking I was actually going to get somewhere in life. But then I realized I got my donkey ass picked back up again. I got back to right where I was. Well, I got to go take a shower. LOL. Okay. I took a shower at the crack of dawn this morning, so I'm good. Again, yeah, go take a shower and clean yourself up. Make yourself nice and sexy for those ladies. Make sure you use your favorite body wash or your favorite shampoo. Make sure you scrub underneath the armpits. Make sure you scrub those balls. Make sure you scrub your balls and the pits and all those areas that you know. All right. What? Yeah. All right. So what? Ayo. Yes, I know. I know. Make sure that you wash all those areas that get stinky. You know, the pits, under the arms, the pit that goes underneath your butt, the ball sack, the balls and the stick and the balls, your little pee pee, your balls, your ball sack, your little arm, your little pits under the arms. Make sure you do those spots because if you don't do those spots, girls are going to be looking at you funny with their eyes like kind of like look. Their eyes are looking up and like they're gonna like look up and like think some girls might read this shit. No, probably not. Probably not. Most of my audiences are men. I don't even think girls ever watch the Hutchins Hut. To be honest, I've been scaring girls so often. I'm like, hey, I'm a I'm a dream chaser and a girl chaser. Hey, if you hadn't saw one of my recent videos, I had this one girl that I knew in elementary school that I dated, but she broke up with me because it's like, oh yeah, well I wasn't the right one for her. So all right, I'm gonna take a shower. Okay, Xanet, go take a shower. Make sure you don't forget those spots. Okay, don't forget the pits. Don't forget the balls. Don't forget the ball and chain. Remember, shower is important. You gotta hit up the armpits. You got to go in the butt. You have to go in front. You have to get the ball and chain, the stick and the balls, the lollipop stick. You got to make sure you make sure you wash those spots because those are the spots that stink the most. Okay, you don't really need to say that. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't. Well, I'm not ever going to see any. There's no girls that are ever going to see this video. So yeah, I don't know. But you'll be right back. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reminding you to make sure you really scrub. That's all I'm saying, Zenit. Make sure you scrub. Make sure you scrub the pits, under the arms, in the ass, in the asshole, in the front, ball and chain, the stick in the balls, the lollipop stick, the thing that gets ejaculated every time you wake up out of the bed. Make sure you scrub those spots because those spots are the spots that stink the most. And I don't know, I'm just saying, are girls ever going to watch this live show? No, because most of my YouTube audience is men between the age of 21 and 50. 21 and 50. That's kind of like where my audience is. Between the ages of 20s into the 50s. Like 20s at the youngest and 50s at the max. Again, yeah. Yeah. So that's where my target audience is. The 20s to the 50s. And people say, is 50 old? Nope. Neither is 30. Neither is 40. That's not old. Once people say old is like 70, 80, 90, now that's old. Now people say 60 old, no. 50 old, no. 40, no. 30, oh hell no. 20, no. Anything below that, oh hell to the fuck no. So yeah, you're gonna be right back. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Go take a shower, and until next time, we'll see you on the hut.